Hey everybody, welcome. As the title shows, there's more to building model airplanes than just sanding. So what I'm going to do today, let me make this a little smaller here. Transition. What I'm going to do today is give you a rundown of what I'm going to do for my big Tucker in Inkscape. Now, I had set up a Dr. Pepper logo. If you're looking for Inkscape tutorials, I'm teaching myself this program. So this is not going to be an advanced Inkscape tutorial. This is just what I'm going to do for myself, for my airplane, and we're going to run through how I get to what I get. So let me put this over here so I can see what I'm doing. Well, I can see the chat. Get the Inkscape up here. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is, my plotter works in inches. Inkscape has different settings. You want to go up to File, Document Properties, and we're going to set the display units to inches, and we're going to the units of measurement to inches as well. We're going to use the portrait style. It doesn't much matter. And then we're going to get rid of the page border and then close that out. So now we have a canvas here without any page border. We're going to go to View, Zoom in or Zoom in. Want to zoom 1 to 1. So now we're looking at the page. It's the actual size. Well, I've decided that along with Dr. Pepper's so-called sponsorship, I want to use some of the old nostalgic stuff like Vico. And I also want to have a Super Tiger emblem on this thing in the nose area. So we're going to have to draw the Super Tiger emblem out. Let's see here. I got a lot of Super Tiger boxes. I don't know whether I have the old box or not with that, what I'm looking for. If not, we can find it on the internet. Yep. I'm going to do a logo like this box here with the V and the Super Tiger engine. So first thing I want to do is come to the stars and polygons. We want 3 corners, and let's just let me delete that. We don't want it rounded, we want it square, so we want 0. Come on, I want 0. That don't allow you to do it. Let's see here. Got to get this number to 0, otherwise the corners are rounded. I'm just learning this program as I stated. You're more than welcome to hang out with me today and we'll get these things drawn up somehow. Okay, got it to 0. So if you hold Control and Shift, that makes the triangle equilateral. And then you click the select tool, we'll rotate this. You double click it and get rotate. Well, obviously, I'll view, you hold control and zoom out by rolling the mouse clicks. We want to turn this thing the opposite direction, so double click it and then rotate it around its axis. I could have just stopped right there. Okay, it's at 0. Well, obviously it's a V, not a triangle, so we'll make it yellow. And we want to right click, duplicate. Let's bring the opacity of that down. So we got 2 here. We'll make this one blue so we can see the difference. We're going to use the align and distribute menu. We'll get the text here in a minute. Fill and stroke, align and distribute menu. And we're going to click on, hold shift and click on the yellow one, align and distribute on the vertical. So now they're in the straight line. We have them both selected, so we go to path, difference. So what that did was it cut this thing into a V. So let's try this. Object or path, object to path. And what that does is it turns it into a vector drawing instead of a raster drawing. We'll go up here to the edit nodes by path tool. And we're going to take this node here and bring it over like so. And take this node here and bring it over like so. So now we have the V, but it looks to me like the top of the V, I'd have to get a ruler or something. Let's see here. It'd be nice if it was equilateral, but I don't know whether it is or not. So we got 3.5. It is equilateral, so I don't have to monkey with it. That's a good thing. Okay, oh, we got to get this out here. And like I said, I am no ways a Inkscape expert, but we're going to give it our college try. So we got object to path. Object to path to finalize that again. So now it's one object and it's in the right shape. So we need to write the super tagger. I don't really think that super tagger is all that good looking. So we'll just do it our way. Select the text tool, click on that. So we're going to write super tagger, S-U-P-E-R, and that looks like some type of script. So go up here to the text editor, which is the T up there. Let's see, text and font. Let's close out on all these. That way I can get them to come up right. There we go. Text editor, open that up. And if you look right here in the corner, down here, you can see what the font looks like. So we want something that looks close. It's some type of script here. So we'll just, I wish this operated like my other program. That's close. So that's Alex Brush. Actually, let's try that. And we collect that. Now this is all going to be painted on. Or these might be decals, I don't know. Depending on whether my plotter will cut that small a font. So we have the first word. Let's push control. That keeps it on the same plane that way. And then we'll move it up. And let's draw a rectangle here so we can get it. Okay, I apologize for that. It seems like we dropped a connection for some reason. I think what's going on here is that all these programs are just eating up too much computing power. So it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do this because we got a spinning ball. There it is. Oh, come on. Current viewers 1. Likes are 3. It doesn't look like there's enough computing power in this one computer to run OBS and this program and the internet all at the same time, which is kind of a bummer because I would like to show you how I'm coming up with this stuff. Type in the chat box if you can still hear me. Current chat rate, current viewers, it's like nobody on here. Because I don't want to waste my time if nobody's going to watch this. There we go, we got 2. Can you guys hear me okay? The stupid thing is bumping in and out when I'm trying to do this. Okay, so we'll give it one more try, and if it doesn't work, I will end the stream. Okay, Terry. All right, so now we gotta type in some text here. We'll do it off to the side. It's capital T I G R E. Now I don't know why they spelled Super Tiger like that, but whatever. So now we have to find something that looks like this text here. So let's go down. Look at that doesn't look like it. That doesn't look like it. Wait a minute. No, that doesn't look like it. Actually, that's pretty close. We'd have to modify the T to make it much larger. But because we can change it to a path, we could do that. Let's look here. And we need a straight top. This could take a while. That's why I say there's so much more to model building than just sanding. That G and E. I wonder if I can. Oh, I can use the arrow down with this. That's good. So we're looking for the G that looks like a capital G in a lowercase setting. No. No. You can't believe how many hours that I will spend sanding or tinkering with this software crap to get it to work right. But it's all about desire. You know, what do you want it to look like? We still have to make a checkerboard pattern. And of course the Dr. Pepper sign as big as it's got to be. And if I don't have the font in here, I might have to go on the internet and search for that font. So we might skip this. We'll save this as a separate file. Come on. Can't be that difficult. Boring. Well, we're to the end now, so there is no font. That's the correct font. So, bold, let's make it bold. I would have to change the G. We'll hit apply. And now we'll go over here to this and we'll stretch it out. And it's quite a bit bigger. So before I go to breaking this apart, I want to go to the stroke. We want to make the letters white, and we want to edit style. This is font, fill and stroke. The stroke paint is yes. And we want it, it looks to be, I mean, that's pretty stroke style. Let's go to inches again. That's 34 thousandths. Oh, too much. So we'll make this 50 thousandths. 050. Enter. There we go. And let's see, that's a pretty good size. We'll drop this down till the bottom is on that. It's not going to be exactly the same, but that's the way it goes. And move this over. The tiger is right there. And the super is right. We need another box is what we need. So let's move this in here. And we're going to center this up in the box. So we'll shift this, shift, center. Align and distribute. Ah, come on, I screwed that up. Oh, align and distribute. Now it's back to the stroke. What the heck? There we go. Fill and stroke, line and distribute. There we go. And we'll put that there. That's pretty good. And you just hold down the mouse button and drag the And let's see here. Gotta get it over some more. And then we'll send this to the back. And take this and move it over. That looks good. Delete. Alright, we got our Super Tiger decal for the nose. So we'll go all this together. Object. Group. So that's all one object now, and I can, if you hold Control Shift, you can scale this down or up any size you want. We'll put this off to the side. Oh, come on now. So that goes on the nose. The next thing I wanted was a shell emblem, because I use shell gas. I like that stuff. File, import. And the reason I'm doing these in SVG, scalable vector drawings, we're going to do a Vico decal as well, but let's do the shell first. Open. Okay. Now, the reason I'm doing these in scale vector drawings, unless this shell is a PNG, so let's see what happens if it's transparent. So we got a square, and we'll turn this black and send it to the back. You see how it has a white square around it? That won't plot on the plotter. What'll happen is it'll cut a white square. So you got to draw this whole thing. And you think, wow, what a pain in the butt. Unless I probably can do that in a trace image. File, trace image, import, export, document, view, layer, object. I know I can do a trace image in my on my plotter. 16 playbacks, 5 viewers, 5 likes. Remember, like, subscribe, share, super chats help. Click that little $sign in the bottom of the chat box. That helps me pay Charles. Who, by the way, has picked up the slack for Rusty and done a fantastic job. So, many thanks to Charles. So you know what? We're gonna trace image that in my other program. So we'll delete that, and we're gonna bring in the Vico, because I want a Vico decal on this as well. Let's see, import. Vico. Okay. Control Shift brings this up at the right proportions. Now this, you see how it's rasterized? Let me bring it up some more so you can see what I'm talking about. If you look at these edges right here, they're all ratty. It's no good. That cutter will cut crazy lines. So Control V or Control Z puts it back to 0, and then 1 gives it 1 to 1. So now we have to make that checkerboard flag. How are we going to do that? So first thing we're going to do is draw a rectangle. me see here. We're going to go to the edit nodes. Oh no, we want to use the Bezier pen, which the shortcut for that on the keyboard is B. So we go here, we go B. That gives us the Bezier pen. We're going to click right here just outside the box, and then hold Control and draw straight over a straight line and click again. Then we'll click again, but I got to go up here and go to Edit Path by Nodes. So now, if you click on this, I want to edit these nodes. I want to get the line in this. What the heck? Let's delete that node. Control Z, delete this node. Delete. Click on the line. There we go. We're going to drag this down till we get that shape there. You see how it come into shape. And then we're going to click on this line till we have a nice curvature to this here. We'll click on the line again. I want to get that line to match that flag, if that makes sense. There it is. Okay, that line right there looks pretty good. So now we'll click off of this. Then we'll go to Path, Stroke to Path. And then we click on the, oh no, we want to duplicate, so we go right click, duplicate, and then bring it down. Oops. Control Z. Path, stroke to path. Click off of it. There it is. Control D, duplicate, and then pull it down. So we go back here and pull it down. Come on now. Let's take this out of the way. These things are not as easy as you think to learn or whatever. Come on, move. Can't grab it. I can't figure out why I can't grab the damn thing. Object to path, we got that. Stroke to path. Go to object to path. Path, object to path. There it is. Okay, so finally got it. Let's send this to the back, which it is. And get that drawn up there. There we are. Okay, got that. So now I'm going to have to take the Bezier pen again. Actually, I need to move these nodes down. Okay, that's better. Path, object to path. Okay. Object to path finalizes any rasterized drawing. So now we'll go back to the Bezier pen. Well, actually, I need to, let's change this stroke to green so I can see them. And select that one, green. And we want to, no, we don't want to do that yet. We want to duplicate this line again, Control D, and pull it down back to the select tool. Pull it down to the next row, Control D. Why does it keep selecting the background? Move it down to that line, and then Control D, and move it down to this line here. It looks like I'm going to have to, because whoever did this didn't have modern technology at the time they did it, it looks to me like it was hand drawn and then scanned, because it's not perfect. I guess I'll just leave it perfect. That way it'll look better. So go back to the Bezier pen, B on the keyboard, and we're going to make a snap here and bring it down to here. Let's make this line red. I want to go over here. Click on, let's make it red or blue or something bright, pink, something I can see. And then it's path, stroke to path, and then click on it again, and I should click off of it, then on it. Edit path by nodes, click on this bad boy. Okay, so now I got that. So we want to click on all these and path union. So hold the shift, click on the next green, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. Path union. Let's see. Actually, Control Z. Path combine. Shift. I got to get that shape. Path combine. Why did that not? I might have to do something different to get that going. So now let's take a we'll make a rectangle here for the flagpole. That's about right. And want to get the arrows so we can get it cocked over. And now select that and bring it over. And click it again so we can get that shrunk down a little bit. We're going to have to turn off edit path or snap path to nodes. So you can kind of get an idea what I'm doing here is I'm tracing over this Vico decal to get the checkerboards right. And we have some goofy lines here. I don't know why. Oh, I see why. But that's okay. It'll work. So we go here and here. Path difference or intersection. Let's try that. Path difference. Huh. Can't figure out what's going on here. Oh, I can see why that did that. Okay, because it's not set to the back, it's up in front. So we want this to the front. Make a duplicate, duplicate, shift. Path difference. Path break apart. What the heck? Now we still got it combined. Path object ungroup. Let's try that. I see, I told you I'm not. There we are. Okay, so it is ungrouped. Object ungroup. Send it to the back. I'll get it. There we go. I will get it if it kills me. Must be a duplicate. Delete. Okay, they're all different now. So let's path, stroke the path. There we are. Object ungroup. There we go. Okay, what a pain in the rear, eh? Why does this not... You know what? I'm going to start again. It's no good. All right, but that's what I go through here. Anyway, I'm giving you the basic idea what it takes to actually be a modeler. It ain't just about sanding. You know, some of them guys, Derek Barry and Paul Walker and Howard Rush, they come up with some really elaborate stuff. It's really nice. And in order to get all that shit, you gotta sit down and do all this crap. It's it's a little bit boring. Is anybody watching this thing? Type in the chat box if you're watching it, because it doesn't look like anybody's watching it, and nobody's gonna watch it. I'm gonna shut it off and do this. That way I don't have to talk. I can think. You know what? This is. We'll save this one for another time. Let's import the Dr. Pepper. Import. See, we can't. That's clip art. Open. Okay, so is this thing... So how am I going to do this? Because I'm pretty darn sure this is... Let's send it to the back. I'm pretty darn sure this is not a PNG. Oh, it is. God, we got lucky. We got lucky. So I don't have to do anything with the Dr. Pepper except resize it. Hey, James. Okay, so part of the thing in my head is to make this Dr. Pepper logo go all the way across from the leading edge to the trailing edge. So that would have to be, we're going to probably have to zoom out. That's going to have to be leading edge to the trailing edge. Be 9 inches. So let's delete this black thing here and get on here and see what the size is. We're going to lock the size so the height is 3, the width is, oh, that's 17 height. It kind of went fast there. So we got it 9. The width is a foot. Oh, backspace. Come on, you. Backspace 0. Enter. Okay. It's 12. Let's zoom out. View. Zoom out. Zoom out. So that's the actual size of the logo. And how I got that logo in here is I searched the internet for Dr. Pepper logo via, I think it was a PNG that I searched for. Normally it has an R, a registered mark underneath the E right there, a round circle with an R for registered trademark. Well, this is, I mean, I'm not really sponsored by Dr. Pepper, so, oh, it's at the end of the R there. So it kind of took that out. All right, so this is how it's going to appear on my airplane, exactly like this. So what I need to do is I need to view out some more, actually, so I can zoom out. View, zoom out. View. View, come on, zoom out. All right, we'll put this super tagger over here somewhere because this, like I say, this is all going to get pulled in the plotter when I so I need to copy this and export it. File, export, PNG. Export PNG. Come on now. Why doesn't that thing ever line? Just close that up. There we go. Export PNG. We're going to go to, we got to export as, we're going to look for desktop, Inkscape drawings, and we're going to use Dr. Pepper plain, Dr. P-E-P-P-E-R left wing, L-E-F-T wing. And it's the correct size. So when I pull it into my plotter, I won't have to do much adjustment. So we're save and hit export. And now that exports it as an SVG. SV stands for scalable vector graphics. So let's do the same thing with the Super Tiger. You always want to export at 96 and above DPI. That's dots per inch. So we're going to export this as STV logo, L-O-G-O. Save and export. Now the only problem is that the one program, which is Sure Cuts a Lot Pro, may not see these SVG files, and I may have to open them up in GIMP to take these files and transfer them to a JPEG so that the other program can bring them in. So let's delete these, because, well, actually, let's not delete these. Let's do, because we're going to get a 23. We got to get 23 in there and get a circle approximately the same size or shape as this 23 in the bottom of the can, because that's the number that goes on the outboard wing. So we're going to delete this V there. We'll get the oval tool and hold Control Shift and draw an oval. That appears to be about the right size. We'll take this, double click it, turn it. Let's make this black. I'll bring the opacity down so I can see through it, which is here. Fill and stroke. I'll bring the opacity down to 50%. Move it over the top of the Dr. Pepper circle. And we're going to have to adjust it because it's not quite the right size, which is not a big deal. We need to click that again and get the rotation right. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. So now I have this approximately the same size. We're going to do, you know, I could put the Stunt Hanger inside that where it says 23 authentic blends, 23 flavors. We'll put Stunt Hanger inside that band. Because obviously I'm sponsored by Stunt Hanger, aren't I? Okay, so let's click off this, move this over here. We'll go to Control D, that duplicates it. We'll change it to red. and hold Control and Shift and bring it in. Let's see, how does that work? Okay, so we want to hold Control. I'm going to bring this up till it just almost touches. Okay, so now we go click on the red one, hold Shift, click on the black one. We'll go to Path Difference. That's going to be the circular motion for that. Let's see, we want to go to duplicate. We'll make this red. And we're going to, oh, we got to get back on the, not the turn arrows, we want to get back on the stretch arrows. Come on now. Come on. Stupid thing. There we are. So now we have that. Let's see here. It's going to have to be a little bit smaller. Yeah, a little bit smaller, because we're going to put text inside that. So we hit here, change it to black so they all look the same. And we hit here, and we're hit the line and distribute menu. Click out of that. We'll go here. Oh, I only got one selected. One, Shift there, and then align and distribute. So now I got two, and they're not quite, there's not quite enough space in there. So let's do this. Click on this one. And then click on this one. All right, now we're going to write Stunt Hangar. Go to the text tool. STUNTHANGAR. .com. And we're going to have to make the text bigger. I'm just eyeballing it. You know what, I want to have that S as a capital, so we got to go back to the text tool. Backspace S, stunthangar.com. Now all these things that I'm doing are stencils, so the colors don't much matter. We can use the dropper tool and make it look the same. But let's see what it looks like when I do this here. Let's see. We want to duplicate. No, we want to. Yeah, let's do this first. So we want to click on that and then Shift. Click on this little circle and then Path. Stroke to Path. Or is it text to Path? It's Shift, Object, Path, Object to Path, Trace Bitmap. Oh, we do have that feature in this. Union, difference, intersection, exclusion, combine, break apart, inset, offset. Link to simplify, reverse, path effects, remove path effect, text, oh, text, there we go. Text and font, remove from path, text, put on path, that's what it is. So we go here, and then here, we might have to change object to path, path, text, put on path. Yeah, we're gonna have to change this to a path. Path, object to path, and then shift, text, text on path. Where did it go? And I've just seen it. Text and font, put on path. Why in the hell won't it go up there? So let's do this. Make a circle. Select that. Select, select, text, put on path. Won't do it. Why? Text to path maybe? Path, object to path, path, object to path, text, put on path, text, put on path. I've done this before, I don't understand why I won't do it now. It won't do it now because somebody's watching. Aggravating. Aggravating. Okay. Okay, so that's that. Let's try this again. Delete this. Text. STUNTHANGAR. Stretch it. Back to the text, I forgot the .com. .com. Okay, let's try it again. Text, put on path. There we go. God, that was difficult. So now, how am I going to get this around there? Well, I'm going to get the rotate arms. Come on. It may not be that easy to get it on there, though. I don't like it. How are we going to do this? Ridiculous, eh? I will spend hours doing this, so we've been on an hour. You guys watching this are probably bored to death. As I've stated several times, I'm not an expert at Inkscape, but I will get it. There's not a doubt in my mind. It'll just be a long, hard process. Oh, there we go. We got it to separate. So we'll delete this. Oh, I know what I did. Control Z. Control Z. And here, text to path. Path. Text. Stroke to path. There we go. There we go. See, I told you I'd get it. It's just a matter of time. Delete. So now we got to fix this. All right. Close enough. Let's see. Now it's the T is touching the top. My plotter will interfere with that. There we are. StuntHanger.com. All right, so now 23. Damn, boy, that was tough. We go back to the text, type 23. 23, we're going to have to edit the text. So we go to the text editor. Click out of this. 23, we're looking for Dr. Pepper, because I downloaded Dr. Pepper's. Hit apply. I downloaded their font. So we'll put this up here and see what it looks about right. Double click, rotate. We're going to have to break it apart because it's rather large. Let's see, the 2 and the 3. So we'll go object, ungroup. Let's try that. No. Path, break apart. There we go. No. Path, object to path. Path, break apart. That didn't do it either. Damn. I know how to do this. Yeah, looking good. Thank you. It's like I said, it's a real pain. But we will get it. I mean, not a doubt in my mind. Let's see here. How am I going to do this? Object. Ungroup. There it is. So the 2 goes here. And the 3 goes here. It's actually down a little bit. We got to get rid of that snap to custom nodes there out. We're going to have to make it a little bigger. This actually rotates over some more. Going up, and this one rotates over some more. There we go. That's better. Okay, let's see what this thing looks like as a logo. I mean, I got Stunt Hangar. I ought to put in here established. When did I start Stunt Hangar? 1990 or 91? Or 2001? I can't remember. 2000. See, 15. Gotta, I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Anyway, let's see what it looks like. So we'll get an oval here. Make a nice oval. Grab the tool here. Bring the opacity down, gradients and stroke. Bring that down. Oh, I don't want to blur it. What happened there? Oh, blur's at 100%. When I take that down, there we go. All right, now I can see what I'm doing. So double click it, bring this up. Click it. It's actually a little bigger on that one, so we need to scale it up, shift. We'll hit the dropper, which is D on the keyboard, and bring the opacity all the way up. And then select and send it to the back. And now we'll click on these. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. We go to path union. Path union. That all becomes one. Turn it white. Why is it? We got to bring this up one, I guess. What happened here? Why is that? Oh, opacity is. There we go. All right. So, got to do the other one. Opacity, bring it up. So how's that look? I mean, it took some time, but as I stated, it's desire. I will get it. So let's go select all this stuff, group, object group. It becomes one object. Now we can scale it any way we want. So I don't want the 23 as big as the Dr. Pepper for the wingtip on the other side, so I've got to take a measurement. So it's going to be 9. That was 9. We'll make this about 6. So I need 1/6. This also goes on the fuselage. So let's look at the scale. Height is 9. So we're going to make this, oh, not 4. Well, that'll work for the fuselage. Let's see what size I got to be on the fuselage. 3. Yep, got to be 3 on the fuselage. So we'll just go 3, enter, duplicate, control, move this over, duplicate. There we go. So those are the 2 fuselage sides, 1 for each side. Yeah, I hope so, Chris. So now we need 1 more, or 2 more that are bigger than that. Let's see. What did I say it was? 6. Double the size. So Control D. That duplicates it. Pull it down. We're going to make it 6. Let's see if that's big enough. I suppose. We need 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of those. So we got the measurements up there. We're going to have to pull all that over to the left, so we start at 0. Okay, let's make this 7. I think 7 would be better. That goes on the outboard wing. I also need to do my AMA numbers, and I'll probably use this Dr. Pepper font for that, so I need to get those in there. So I'm basically, what I'm doing here is I'm setting up the template to be run in the plotter. So let's go up here, start at 0, we'll move this down. We're at 0. We got to move this over here. 0. And select this one. 0. Oh, what happened there? Run this up. Run this over. We'll zoom out to 1. Oh, that's too big. View, zoom out. View, zoom out. If you look up here in the left corner, that's 0, and that's 0. That's the top of the plotter page, so I have to, kind of operate that within those parameters. So we'll duplicate this, duplicate, and move it over. I also need to leave a spot that I can put a square around it, a bounding box in the plotter, so I need to move this over. Actually, it's too big. It's 25 inches, and the plotter bed is only 24. So what I can do is I can flip these so that they run up and down. Like so. Let's do this. Delete. So that's a 1/2 inch in from the edge of the page there. Duplicate. Move it over. Control, move it over. So now we're only 20 inches wide. So we'll leave us a little breathing room there. These will be all right. Shift. And put these underneath these. Shift. Come on. We'll make a couple extras just in case things screw up. Control. So duplicate. And for keyboard shortcuts that I'm using is, I'm just right click, duplicate, and then pull it over, hold control, and that'll keep it on the same plane. So now our page length is 24 inches. We have 20 inches by 24 inches on here. So now I need my AMA numbers, which are not a big deal. So let's go here. We're going to go to this, hit the stroke. Let's go N space 12366. We want to, let's see, stroke text. We want text. And let's go to the Dr. Pepper's font and see what it looks like. Dr. Pepper's. Hit apply. I'll go here. I don't know as I like that. I think the N is too big. So, how would you fix that? We'll go to, let's make a square. Make it red. Oh, black. We're gonna make a square. We'll drop the opacity. How and what am I going to paint these on? I'm going to paint these on my giant Tucker, the Dr. Pepper airplane. So I want to go here. I'm going to select this. We're going to change it to, let's change it to green so I can see it on the black. Bring this, align and distribute. Close out of this, align and distribute. Here and here. Change it to white. Bring it to the front. Oh, what happened? Black. Green. Change this to white. Align and distribute. Bring it to the front. Actually, just send this to the back. Okay. Change that to black so I can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to print these. I'm going to cut these out on my sign plotter. I have a vinyl cutter. And then you take that vinyl and you pick it out. And those are, it's a low tack vinyl. You stick it on the airplane and spray it. And that's what you get. So, now I need to make these numbers and letters all the same. So here we have this. Oh, I got to change these to black so I can see what I'm doing, and move this out of the way. We better make this the right length too. Okay, that's the right length. So we're going to go to Object or Path Break Apart. Object, Object to Path, or Path, Object to Path. Path Break Apart. Come on. Object Ungroup. There we go. All right. So now we got to go here and we're going to group that together. Path, Object, Group. I'll change that to white. And I'm going to move that down. Next, I'm going to change this to red so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to bring this down. And I'm going to make it the same size. Let's zoom in and see what it looks like. As I stated in the beginning of this video, I am not an Inkscape expert. I'm just learning it, but I'm the type of guy that I can't afford to pay anybody to do this, so I have to do it myself. And go here, Path, Object, Group. And then we're going to change these to black. And then we can click on this and delete it. Alright, so I fixed their text, basically, is what happened. And I'm not even sure that I like that. I mean, that is the Dr. Pepper text, and it might want to stay in character with it. But I don't know. I don't know that I like that or not. So we might try some different lettering fonts. So let's see what it looks like. We go text N space 12366. So we want to go text editor. Fill in stroke, text and font. So now let's look and see what font looks best. I know we want bold and we want italic. I think that's better. That's sans serif. I think sans serif looks better. That's bada boom. Yep, I think sans serif's going to do it. Bold italic. Let's hit apply. Okay, we need these numbers to be at least an inch high. So that's an inch high. That's according to the AMA rulebook. But I think that we probably ought to make them 2 inches high. So we'll double that. See how that, yeah, see how that looks. 2.95 high. This is 0, enter. I'll let you guys decide. What do you think looks better? The Dr. Pepper or the sans serif? 0, 0, enter. So let's zoom out. Well, that ain't right. So what looks better, sans serif or the Dr. Pepper? Dr. Pepper is on the bottom. Or I could just do this part in my Cuts a Lot Pro program, which might be better. So let's do that. Let's do that in Cuts a Lot Pro. Delete. Okay, we need to save this file as an SVG. File, save as, Inkscape SVG. I wonder if I can optimize SVG. GIMP palette. It doesn't have the Cuts a Lot Pro program in here. Plain SVG. Let's try that. This is Mega Pepper, let's call it that. MEGA Pepper. PEPPER. Save. I'm going to close out of this program and let's see here. Transition, transform, fit to screen. Transition. And we'll close this out. Save as an Inkscape SVG. Dr. Pepper Ink. INK. Mega Pepper Ink. Okay, so what I went through there was a rigmarole to get the text ready for my plotter. So let's see if we can open it in a plotter. I'm going to have to window capture. We're going to have to open this up. Okay, so I got to open up Cuts a Lot Pro. We'll change the window capture properties here. Window, Inkscape is closed, Cuts a Lot Pro. Okay. Window capture up. Well, the way that this program is set up, you won't be able to see the toolbars that I'm going to use, but we'll see what happens anyway. Transition. Okay. I got to put this one back over here. All right, we're going to have to zoom in on this. View, zoom in. There we go. Go up to the top. See, there's some other toolbars that you can't see here, but let's view, zoom in one more time. So now I have to file, import, Inkscape drawings, Mega Pepper. No good. Why is that no good? Cancel. File, trace image. Let's try that. Browse. Yep, I'm going to have to go through that other rigmarole like I told you. So let's do the shells so we can get that going. All right, we're going to do the shells, and I'm going to have to, I won't do that on camera. I'm going to have to convert all those files over that I just did in, see, that's 4 inches, that's too big. 3 inches, that's pretty good, so pull this over here. We want to go over here, and the fill color is none. So we've taken the fill color out so that the plotter can see it and cut it. So I want to put a bounding box on it. We'll use that. Uh-oh, it says we're losing the stream again. This takes too much computing power. Fill color is none. Fill color, none. Object group. Now move this over here. Right click, duplicate. Not delete. Edit, undo, delete. Right click, duplicate, copy. And then over here, paste in place. And move it over here. And we got the shells ready to go. So I don't know what happened there as far as the YouTube thing when it said it lagged or whatever. So I don't know who's viewing this, or current viewers is 4, it says 8 likes. Because I have a lot of screens open, it doesn't like that. But I can bring in the Dr. Pepper image, import, Dr. Pepper. So we need to look at it. That's Chrome. I did some Chrome text, which was kind of cool. That ain't it. That ain't it. I might put RSM on there too. Mega Pepper. See, for some reason I must not have closed or finalized those files off. It does not like that. We don't want that. Or that one. Yeah. cancel. Okay, we got the shells. We'll save that as save project as. Sure cuts a lot. Inkscape drawings shell. S-H-E-L-L mega M-E-G-A. Save. I get out of this. All right. It's we've been on an hour and 30 minutes. It's been quite the. I mean, it's what you have to do. There's more to building model airplanes than just sanding. And I will spend another probably 2 hours. And I know that nobody's going to sit through and watch me for 2 hours doing this. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Anytime you see us, if you can help us out with a super chat, that helps me take care of Charles. And I send Charles money when super chats come in for hosting the Hangouts. And you know, the guy puts in 6 hours a week. Nobody works for free. So, I mean, I can't afford to do it. So if you can help Charles out, the super chats help. I know he doesn't promote them much, but I will. So I can send him money. Let me show you what I've been working on. As you saw yesterday, damn, for the second picking over at John's, we went through the airplane again. Oh, gonna have it rashed up here. I've sanded and Z-epoxied my wheel skirts. I fixed the 2 spots that were here in the bottom. Sanded out all the spots that John found. So basically, and I also put the wingtip weight in it, and all the bolts, and the fuel line, and the correct propeller. Everything is correct on this. And I don't have a whole lot of room for finish, so it's going to get 1 coat of white. It'll probably get a dusting of white over the primered areas here to hide the gray. But I get 1 coat of white, and then we'll put my decals on, and then the 1 quart of top coat clear. And that's all the paint it's going to get. And hopefully we're going to come in under 60 ounces. It's turning out to be very nice. Anybody who has seen my Thunderbolt build knew the detail that went into that. Well, the detail doesn't weigh anything. So this airplane, while my Tucker Special did win the concourse and the Pilot's Choice and the Spirit of 64 award, this airplane here will be detailed like my Thunderbolt, where we're going to have the painted exhaust stacks in it with the simulated stacks, and the smoke going out the back like I learned from Al Rabe. So, and all the panel lines, the correct panel lines from the real airplane. So hopefully we get on the front row this year. Because if the finish is as nice as the Monado, which I do expect it to be, it will be front row material. So I don't see anybody watching this. I guess you have run its course. I appreciate you looking in. Hopefully you're learning something. I mean, like I say, this is not Model airplane building is not just sanding, not just cutting wood, it's using your head. And if you can't afford to do it, you got to teach yourself how to do it, just such as my laser cutter and G-code. I don't know anything about it, but come this time next year, I'll know everything about it. And it's the same thing with this stupid program. You just got to put in the time, and I have put in a ton of time to learn what I learned in Inkscape, and I don't know anything. So just enough to get me in trouble, just enough to get by. Inkscape is a free program. You can search for it on the internet, download it. It's as powerful as Illustrator. I had Illustrator on my other computer. It died and I can't get it back, so it's gone. But Inkscape is just as good. It's just a little different. I used to have Photoshop. Well, the alternative to Photoshop is GIMP, G-I-M-P. So that's another free program. Very powerful. Same functions as Photoshop. There's a couple of, I have some files somewhere. There's a couple of programs for streaming. This software that I'm using to stream this is OBS. You know, I can't remember where I put this file. Let me look at this. See, I think I put it in light Inkscape drawings. Let's see here. It's a PDF file, so that's the zip. Where did it go? ST logo. That ain't it. Well, we got the F-14 Tomcat. Let's see where it went. Continue to use. It went to extract. Open output folder. F-14 Tomcat. It is in Inkscape. Oh, it's in data. That's why. Let's open this. I'll show you this. This is Vic Macaluso's Tomcat. And I always thought it was a SV11, but it's not. Okay. OBS. Window capture. We want to go window capture properties. We're going to go here. There we go. Okay. And cam 2. I don't think I can make this any smaller. Let me zoom out on this. Can you zoom out with that? Let's see. Yep. It's just sucking up so much computing power, it's don't want to operate. View. Anyway, this is Vic Macaluso's Tomcat. Window capture. Transition. It's not an SV. I thought it was. But you can tell by the wing. And, you know, there's just all kind of, this program, it's what I was getting at. This program that I'm using is OBS, Open Broadcast Software, is as good as what the television station uses. So you got to teach yourself how to use that too. So in order for me to bring all this crap to you, I got to learn this stuff. Anyway, let's see what, let's get out of this one. That's checkerboard. I'm still looking for the guy who owns Precision Aerobatics Pilots channel. He stepped in, he's got the Tsunami and the Spitfire. And then he showed how to paint shark's teeth on your airplane easy, and he showed a gal painting it on. I thought those airplanes were Wendy's, but if someone's painting shark's teeth on them, they're not Wendy's. He did them, and he did a super job. I'd like a little more detail on what's up with those airplanes, what they're painted with, and how much they weigh. That's very important. You guys that are into car urethane, yeah, it works. Insta-shine, but it's not light. So, anyway. Hour and 45 minutes. Thanks for watching. Till I see you again, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.